Hi, I'm Phoebe McDowell and welcome to Dear Dermatologist. Today I am joined by consultant dermatologist Dr. Anjali Mahto and we are talking about simplifying your skincare routine.
I'm glad we're doing this because there is so much confusion about what you should and shouldn't be using.
We're all so guilty.
Well look, one thing I will say is I know from clinics and what I'm seeing, particularly with people that are into skincare, using too much is going to cause problems like redness and irritations.
Annabelle has written in specifically about simplifying her routine.
Yep.
She's 31, she lives in Southeast London, she works for a hair company, and she is completely overwhelmed with what she should be using and when. So let's start by talking about what a good simplified routine looks like.
I'd like people to kind of think about the morning and the evening quite separately in terms of what you're trying to do to the skin. So during the day, your skincare routine is really about protection. So protecting from ultraviolet light from the sun. And in the evening, it's more about prevention. So when we talk about beauty sleep, there is some truth in that because our skin does go into repair and recovery at nighttime. So that's a good point in time to be using a lot of active ingredients that can help the repair, prevent part of things. So if we look at a good morning routine, a good starting point is cleansing your skin. And in terms of what cleanser you use, if your skin is quite oily or it's blemish prone, you may want to go for a foaming cleanser. If your skin is quite dry, you may want to go for a cream cleanser. If you actually find your skin's quite sensitive and you don't produce a lot of oil overnight, you could also just use a simple micellar water. So the options are huge in terms of what you prefer, but step one needs to be cleansing in some way to make sure that the rest of your routine is being applied correctly and that you've got a clean base for it. After that, you may benefit from using a serum, and that serum will probably contain antioxidants in it, so things like vitamin C or ferulic acid. Antioxidants are there to protect your skin from sunlight. The sun produces all sorts of nasty molecules known as free radicals. And these free radicals can damage the fats and the proteins and the DNA in our skin cells to cause premature skin aging, pigmentation, lines, wrinkles.
SkinCeuticals, my favourite, C ferulic acid, it would be a good one to mention here.
So the SkinCeuticals is a good one. The other one that I quite like is the Lancome one because I think it's got a number of ingredients. Again, it's got the C, it's got the ferulic, it's got niacinamide in it, which can also regulate oil production, reduce pigmentation, and hyaluronic acid, which can help boost moisture in the skin. So essentially, using a serum that's got antioxidants can neutralise that damage from the sun. Once you've used your serum, using a gentle moisturiser, so something like the La Roche-Posay, the Toleriane, I quite like this one. There's no kind of fragrances, drying alcohols that may irritate the skin, particularly if you're using a lot of actives, and then making sure that you're using a sunscreen. So cleanse, targeted serum, moisturiser, sunscreen, and that is a good protective morning routine. And then evening routine, again, it doesn't need to be complicated, but it's about choosing the right ingredients that have got multiple benefits to the skin so you're not overlayering. So at nighttime, it is important that you cleanse the skin. The nighttime cleanse is so much more important than the morning one because you want to make sure not only have you removed makeup and sunscreen, but also dirt, sweat, pollution, grime, all the things that our skin is coming into contact with during the day. And then after you've cleansed, using a vitamin A or retinoid product, so a retinaldehyde or a retinol, depending on your preference. And vitamin A or retinaldehyde or retinol products can essentially reduce premature aging of the skin. So they are good at improving lines, improving texture, improving pigment, and then adding some moisturizer afterwards. So cleanse, vitamin A, moisturizer in the evening to help essentially prevent the damage that you've had done during the day.
So to go back to Annabelle's specific problem, she is prone to psoriasis. And her concerns are oiliness, aging, and acne. She uses the Garnier micellar water to remove makeup, a Dermatologica scrub, which she says works as a detox face mask, and then marula oils, and then sometimes she goes in with the ordinary chemical peel.
It sounds like what's happening here is we're using products to dry the skin out, and then the skin is getting dry, then we're throwing oil at the skin to moisturize it. And I think a better approach might be using gentle cleansers and moisturizers to make sure that the skin barrier isn't becoming disrupted, and then using the active ingredients which may help. So in this case, the vitamin A, which can help acne-prone skin, but also making sure that you are getting the moisturizing ingredients that you need, that you don't develop facial psoriasis or disrupt the skin barrier in any way. There is also the issue that if you are using lots and lots of products onto the skin, they're all interacting with each other, and you can cause problems with dryness, even eczema, irritation, peeling, shedding, flaking, sensitivity. On top of that, if there is an underlying skin condition, so psoriasis or rosacea or acne, you might actually be making that worse.
So the moral of the story is do not have skincare FOMO. Just stick to this very simple, comprehensive, brilliant AM to PM routine. So Annabelle, your simplified skincare routine, just to recap, is?
Cleanse, use an antioxidant serum like vitamin C, moisturize, sunscreen in the morning, and then cleanse, maybe use a vitamin A and a moisturizer in the evenings.
Thank you so much. We hope that helps Annabelle, but also everyone else who is overloading their skin. Step away from oil products. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Times Beauty YouTube channel, and we'll see you again next week.